Mic check.
Mic check.
No, it's getting late.
No, it's getting late.
Do our best to keep it free.
Do our best to keep it free.
We can all go home.
We can all go home.
I need a representative from each group.
I need a representative from each group. Come inside the circle.
One at a time. One at a time. Medical group. Right, we're going to start with medical.
We're going to start with medical.
2 minutes. Mic check.
Mic check.
Hey, all right. I'm with the medical group.
I'm with the medical group.
And we're gonna do all that we can do.
And we're going to do all that we can do
within the limits of our abilities.
within the limits of our abilities
To keep all you guys safe.
to keep all you guys safe.
We would ask
We would ask
that everybody,
everybody,
if you see somebody getting hurt,
if you see someone getting hurt,
do your best to help them.
do your best to help them.
We're gonna have a tent
We're going to have a tent
and a Facebook group
and a Facebook group
to keep you guys updated on what we're gonna be doing.
to keep you guys updated about what we're doing.
My name is Jacob Rosenbaum.
My name is Jacob Rosenbaum.
Please look me up on Facebook if you have any questions.
Please look me up on Facebook if you have any questions.
Also, we need supplies.
Also, we need supplies.
Water,
Water,
bandages,
bandages,
Rubber gloves.
rubber gloves.
rubber gloves.
Those are very important.
Those are very important.
If anybody can help us
If anyone can help us
obtain any medical materials,
obtain any medical materials,
please do so and contact me.
please do so and contact me.
Ice coolers.
Absolutely. Anything like that.
Everybody needs ice coolers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question. Did you guys talk about which location would be good and bad for medical?
Well, alright, this is my check. Mic check.
Mic check.
We are well aware
We are well aware
that this movement will be
that this movement will be
beyond one location.
beyond one location.
So whether we're downtown
So whether we're downtown
or a monument,
or a
we're
monument,
going to be able to set up
we're going to be able to set up
an appropriate station.
an appropriate station.
I would like to point out to you guys that regardless of my personal mic check,
Mic check.
regardless of my personal stance on location,
Regardless of my personal stance on location,
there's a giant hospital right on Monument.
there's a giant hospital right on Monument.
Off Monument, right off.
Alright, well yeah, that will make it easier when we're over there. Oh, sorry. Alright. Mic check.
Mic check.
The medical team
Medical
will
team
all be wearing
will all be wearing
red armbands.
red armbands
And traveling
and
in
traveling
groups of 2 or 3.
in groups of 2 or 3.
And we have hand signals.
We have hand signals.
This is the universal hand signal for help.
The universal hand signal for help.
This is okay.
Okay.
This is run away.
Run away.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Anybody else have any questions?
All right. Thanks, Joe. Oh, one more question. Mic check.
Mic check.
Can we incorporate
Incorporate
a left turn, right turn,
a left turn, right turn,
and more specific sort of movement?
You guys want to vote on that?
For biking,
For biking,
this is left, and this is right. We should just use those.
All right. Can I see a show of hands of anybody opposed to that? Okay. Cool. That's part of the program.
Point of order. One of the problems in New York. What's the problem in New York? Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The problem with New York.
problem in New York,
They didn't have any ground guys.
they didn't have any ground guys.
The police directed 800
The police directed 800
off the march
off the march
and arrested them.
and arrested them.
We need either the medics
Either the medics
or a separate group
or a separate group
called ground guides
called ground guys
that know the march's route
that know the march's route
and keep people on it.
and keep people on it.
Answer. I think we have.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Go ahead, Flips.
Oh. Mic check?
Mic check.
I believe that the peacekeeper group will be taking care of that type of scenario.
So nice. I know, right?
Are there any more questions about the medical team?
Well, I have a point.
Mic check.
Mic check.
It's getting dark. It's illegal for us to be here after dark. For the people that are announcing things about their group, can you please talk about some way to contact you to address concerns and questions? Does anybody directly oppose that?
Mic check.
Mic check.
Can all of the working groups post to Occupy Richmond Facebook and website how to get in touch with that working group?
Mic check. Mic check. There will be a Facebook website.
There will be a Facebook website.
A Facebook page. And we will be on the Occupy Richmond website. Within 48 hours. Yes.
Mic check.
Mic check.
To ensure that it's easy to contact everyone. In working groups. And we set a standard. That says a working group is. Occupy Richmond VA. Dot working group name. At gmail.com.
Once again.
Occupy Richmond VA, which is the website.
Occupy Richmond
Which is the
VA.
website. Dot working group name. At gmail.com.
Is anybody opposed to that?
All right. We gotta move along, guys.
What about people without the internet? What about people without internet?
Your phone numbers, or any sort of other contact alternatives. Library.
And that will work itself out very quickly, I would think. Do you have any suggestions? Contact the outreach people are going to work on that bill. But real quick, for the sake of stat, since it's kind of getting a little bit chaotic with responses, our stat guy would like to make a quick announcement about that.
Mic check.
Thank you guys.
Mic check. Mic check. We've been talking a lot. Bringing up a lot of good ideas. Taking a lot of time. When the next committee chair, the committee rep speaks, let's try to ask only questions that need to be heard by the entire group.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Woods. I'm one of the people working with the education group. So the email address within the next 48 hours will be Occupy Richmond VA .education at gmail.com. If you do not have a method of emailing that email address, come up to me after this with some other method of me contacting you, and I will do so. Okay. The education group will be divided into 5 subcommittees. Those subcommittees are number 1, current event education. We will have direct people with instantaneous access to the internet that are also well informed that you can come up to when you have a rumor or something else that you need a clarification on immediately. Secondly, we will have a tutoring group. These will be a group of people that have a distinct skill set that are on call. So if you need help with a particular subject, these will be the people that you go to. Additionally, we believe that education is humankind's most important tool. Therefore, we want to use this as a method to outreach the students here, both at VCU and U of R, and J Sarge and all the others, so that they can have a direct space where they can both occupy and concentrate on their coursework. Third, the People's Library. We are going to have people in charge of making sure it stays orderly. But in order for that to happen, we please request that each and every person bring one non-fiction book and one fiction book that you think will both contribute to the education and entertainment of the occupiers. We ask that these are books that you enjoy but would not miss if we have to run away. Because believe me, if I'm about to get arrested, I'm not going to care about your book. I love books, but I'm sorry. I can't go to jail right now. Of course, right? Crap. We're going to have a lecture series where we're going to encourage knowledgeable people, particularly professors, to come and give speeches. Lastly, we're going to have a newsletter, both in print and over email, where people can get educated. If you have any questions, email that email address after Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Mic check. I'm from Safe Spaces. We will be wearing white t-shirts. With safe painted on them. As well as armbands. With a heart on them. So that you will be able to find us if you need to. If you're feeling overwhelmed. Like you can't handle the situation. Come see us. We will be on the outskirts of the occupation. We'll have people there. As well as dispersed through the crowd. So that everyone can find us. Also, if you have any rudimentary art supplies, you would like to donate, please contact me. My name is Sandra Hamilton. Thank you.
How do we contact you, Patsy?
Occupy Richmond, PA. .safespaces. At Gmail. Or come see me soon. Or a direct line of contact without the internet.
Food. Who wants food? Who likes food? Food. To the brain song. My name is David. I'm the food committee.
Mic check.
My name is David. We like food. We like donations. So you all are anxious to give them. You know others that are also anxious to give them. There will be a website, a Gmail address. Occupy Richmond, PA. .gmail.com.
No doubt on that.
Sent by my son. He's going to do that. He said he would do that.
What are you volunteering for?
This is my son.
This is my son.
He's smart about this than I am, and he'll know how to do it. So he will set it up. And also we'll have the events page on Facebook.
And events and Facebook page.
Cool. Now, anybody knows, you can contact this email address if you have donations or know somebody who has them.
Mic check.
You know, if you know someone that has a restaurant, any other food supply source, that wants to make donations, link of the occupation.
Throughout the link of the occupation.
You can give them this address also.
You can give them this address also.
They can contact us directly.
They can contact us directly.
We'll have 3 meals.
We'll have 3 meals.
We need things that are fungible, that can be transported easily.
We need things that are fungible and can be transported easily.
We'll take anything and try to work with it.
We'll take anything and try to work with it.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Mic check.
Mic check.
My name's John. I'm with media. We'll be doing our best. To get the word out. We'll be talking with education. And the most important part is you. If you have a video camera or anything like that, and can upload anything like that to the internet, do it. And spread it around. We'll be meeting tomorrow. To get more organized. That's it. Thank you.
When?
Thank you.
6:30.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tuesday also.
Ladies and gentlemen who are in the media group, please see me afterward, unless everybody wants to come to the media meeting.
Tell us.
We'll talk right now. 6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m.
611
611
South Pine.
South Pine.
That's over in Oregon Hill.
That's over in Oregon Hill.
That's happening tomorrow.
That's happening tomorrow.
First media meeting.
First media meeting.
Second media meeting.
Second media meeting.
In Church Hill.
In Church Hill.
3104
3104
East Marshall.
East Marshall.
Tuesday,
That's Tuesday.
6:30.
6:30 for both days.
6:30 for both days.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
I'm helping with the Nonviolent Training Group.
I'm helping with the Nonviolent Training Group.
What we talked about was organizing a sheet first.
Organizing a sheet first.
That we can pass out with information about how to respond to police.
With information about how to respond to police.
And then having people who are experienced in nonviolent direct action.
Who
can coordinate conversations.
During
the occupation. John, for example, is experienced in nonviolent direct action. And so we should be able to use his experience and training in knowing how to respond to the police. As well as training people who may want to get arrested.
Email address. NBC?
We will be doing. We'll put it online.
How about like NBC, nonviolent?
I can give you mine, but that's not everybody.
Well, for the Gmail one, can we just go ahead and say it's NBC so that people that can't receive emails can go to the library and email you if they have something to add? NBC.
It would be Richmond, or Occupy Richmond VA.NVC@gmail.com.
Great.
Thank you.
Mic check.
Mic check.
My name is Alan. And I'm here representing the Networking and Outreach Committee. We have a whole list of targets. And a few people. Everybody here knows somebody. Everybody here knows groups. Everybody here's done something before this. We need all those connections. We will be on the Gmail address, which you all know, which I'm still working my tired brain cells. You can reach us. We have particular interest in Hispanic speaking community, in labor unions, in church organizations, political action and activist groups. If you have ideas or contacts, and feel like you don't have time to do it personally, please feed that to us. Please be in touch.
The email, is it going to be outreach?
Outreach.
Like
Networking
dot outreach at gmail?
Probably just outreach. Nope.
OutreachAtGmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, my name's Clay.
My name's Clay.
I represent sanitation.
I represent sanitation.
Things we are going to need.
Things we are going to need.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Trash bags.
Trash bags.
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Get as many people as you can to donate it to you.
Get as many people as you can to donate it to you.
So we will have as much of it as we need.
So we will have as much of it as we need.
Our email address.
Our email address.
Occupy Richmond.
VA.
Sanitation.
Sanitation.
@gmail.com. We're meeting Tuesday. 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m.
Schaefer.
Should we bring the supplies there or what?
Yes. You can also bring me supplies. At the Robinson Street Laundromat. 404 North Robinson. Monday through Thursday. Between 5 and 8 p.m. Any questions?
I can add. Mic check. If anybody wants to bring supplies to One Tribe Organics, that's 403 Stockton Street this week between 9 and 5.
Got it. Let's include that on an email link.
I will.
A list of supplies.
We're going to make a statement.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That'd be great.
I lost a glove that looks just like this. So if y'all see, this is the one that was over there. I lost both. Thanks.
Mic check. I'm Mark. I've mentioned that they do not have a comfort group yet. And I've been asked to kind of help start one. What comfort provides is everything else besides food, medicine, and sanitation. That to include sleeping bags, tarps, any kind of cold weather gear that you can find, any Tupperware tote boxes that you can find, any supplies that are in your garage, or in your closet, that might help your occupation, donate to comfort. Any of your friends who have any old ski gear, old camping gear, ask them for it. Equipment is worth more than money. Money requires labor to turn into equipment. I will set up an Occupy Richmond @gmail.com address.
I will set up comfort@gmail.com address.
Comfort is 24 hours a day. You'll have people showing up at 3 in the morning. With nothing. It's our job to take them into the camp and make them welcome. When you come, don't come empty-handed. Unless you have to. Thank you.
Hi guys. Name's Jonathan. Representing the legal team. So, there are going to be issues with the cops wanting to arrest you. Because you're going to be doing things that they're not going to like. There are also going to be issues with what you say on electronic media that may get yourself or others arrested.
That's really important. Let's do that.
Small phrases.
I think we can all hear him.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Can you all hear me? Kill the mic. We will be posting to Occupy Richmond VA legal working group. Pamphlets for both what to expect when you expect to be getting arrested, for what to do when you are arrested, and for what not to say over any electronic media. Before the protest, check the website, look at the materials. We will have flyers and handbills at the occupation. We will also have legal representatives to give briefs prior to the occupation to remind you what not to do. The cops are not your friends, but you don't need to antagonize them. Any questions? Legal. I'm sorry. It will be Occupy Richmond VA .legal@gmail.com.
Hey everybody.
Just a brief question. On the actual site, it might be helpful to have a list of the working groups on the front page.
Working on it.
Thank you.
Everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. The first thing I want to point out, and this is my personal feeling on this, but most of the people who stood up to represent working groups, including myself, are white men. And I just want to point that out, and I hope that changes as we move forward. But that's just something that I noticed. I am presenting though for auxiliary. Auxiliary is basically the workhorses is kind of how we define ourselves, and the people who help facilitate conversation and work between other working groups. We are going to be wearing yellow armbands with AUX on it, and so basically anytime you need help just getting something done, you can approach somebody who has one of those armbands and they'll be willing to help you at any point with anything. So be aware of that. Also, we're going to be working, we did some brainstorming because we're just here to try and make things that aren't a part of other groups happen. So we're going to try and set up a welcome center for new people who come to the occupation to kind of get oriented to what's going on. Oh, that's just it. We're also going to be we're going to try and have a liaison in all the other groups to facilitate communication and help between the groups. We're also going to work on an info center of some kind. So basically like whiteboards or some kind of bulletin boards with 3x5 cards and information, ideally for each one of the working groups, so that notes can be left by working groups for other people and to facilitate communication through the camp without having to be verbal or at General Assembly and simple things like that. There's not a ton for us to do right now, just because we are here to help everybody else do what they need to do. You know what we are now. We will be working on a welcome center and an information center, though. Did I miss anything, guys? Okay, thank you. And we're going to be occupyrichmondva.auxiliary@gmail.com.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
I don't think I need a mic, do I? No. Okay. I am Shaggy. And old habits die hard. I'm Tom. I am the police liaison for the group at this moment. That means they have my information and I have theirs. I know the appropriate people to contact. This does not mean we're telling them every move we're making. We're not telling them everything we're doing. But if there is an incident where they are getting tense or violent, I can contact them and say, hey, can you come down here and work with your group, because we need them to ease up. We're not trying to do anything here. In return, they can call me and say the same thing. I'll bring it up to the General Assembly. The General Assembly will vote. But long story short, if you are having problems with harassment from police officers, you can tell either our peacekeeper group or our legal group, or even our safety zone, some issues that are handling you or harassing you or messing with you. I'm sorry, my condition's acting up a little bit. But if anyone's messing with you, tell somebody, and I'm floating around between the groups. I will get that information, I'll relay it to them. So I'm not looking for any more volunteers at this time. I got a couple extra people. I've got a good group. If you're interested, come to me. I will set up an email address. It's going to be police liaison. That's L-I-A-I, I believe.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. We'll figure out how to spell it. I'll probably put up 2 or 3 because I can never spell that word when I need to. But what I'm looking at, I can't put up police. That's crossing the line there. But because I'm not an actual officer. But I'll set up a couple websites so you can reach me through that means as well. So thank you.
Hey guys, again.
Wrapping up, right?
Last quick announcement. Hey guys, again, my name's Josh. I'm working with the facilitators right now. I will say first and foremost, we need more facilitators. So if you are okay with speaking in front of people, if you're okay with helping us keep stat, with gauging the vibe of the crowd, please email us at occupyrichmondva.facilitators@gmail.com. One quick personal thing real quick for all the sort of points of contact with all the different groups. If you guys want to send a sort of a summation of what you spoke about today to occupyrichmond@gmail.com, we can get that up on the website the moment you send it, so we can get all these points of contact out there and we can get everyone able to coordinate in solidarity with one another. And several people have brought up that perhaps there should be another General Assembly meeting before Saturday.
I propose that there should be another General Assembly meeting before Saturday.
I second it.
You second that.
Is there
Can I
any
get some suggestions?
After
Wednesday. I hear Wednesday. I'm hearing Friday.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Okay.
Thursday.
Is there agreement to Thursday?
Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday night. It's got to be
After 5.
Before dark, we do it in my
what now? What about space at a Richmond City Public Library on Thursday between 6 and close of the library? When is close?
Which Richmond?
I believe it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? Do we think 2 hours is enough time?
Which
Auditorium at West End Public Library on Patterson Avenue. West End
I have a
Public
concern.
Library on Patterson Avenue.
I have a concern. We're not the majority of the group anymore. Over half of us have left, it feels like.
It doesn't matter.
We'll tell them.
We're giving them the initial opportunity to speak by this motion.
No one's here all the time.
So,
I agree. Yeah.
I think transportation to the West End is going to be difficult.
Oh, yes.
I agree
Maybe
with
we
that.
could get the bottom and back bus or something, but that would take a lot of time.
Do we want to do Monroe Park again? Here and there every day. What about? Can we get the auditorium in Franklin Street Library?
I think Franklin Street's a more difficult library to get meetings at, but I can make an attempt. I already have a space, and this was the only day that they were allowing a meeting space for the month. It's difficult, in my experience, and some people might have different experiences, to get library space.
I think that's a great option, but I think that keeping it where we've had it would probably be the best way to bring out the most people.
Okay, so working people can't come at 4 p.m. on Thursday.
Right.
Can the facilitator core group locate a place that fits the stated needs and disseminate it as widely as you can?
Sure. Do we want to say, does 5:30 give working people enough time to make a meeting?
Or
Yes.
if we get here at 5, so we actually start speaking at 5:30.
Sure. So do we? Is there some consensus of 5 o'clock on Wednesday? Is that what it was?
5:30.
On Thursday.
Right here.
Speaking
Place to be announced.
Speaking to Dallas's point, I agree that I don't think we can convene a General Assembly meeting with a group this size. That said, in both the previous General Assembly, this and the other General Assembly meeting, there was over 100 people present, and I would like to propose that if over 100 people gather on Thursday at 5:30 p.m., then it be considered a General Assembly meeting. If less, that body cannot make decisions.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So 5.